Are you tired of feeling disconnected in your relationship because there's a misunderstanding or so many misunderstandings are happening? Maybe because the communication is not where it's supposed to be. People in just normal relationships seem to have a communication issue, and to be in a long distance relationship where it magnifies all your insecurities and problems, communication should be one of the key things in a long distance relationship. In my experience, I have come to understand how important communication is. Not just talking, but communication. Because I believe that with proper communication, you can bring your partner closer to you, even if you are miles apart. You know, that sense of connection, like you just feel like that person is not that far away. And then it prevents a lot of misunderstandings, because when you come to think of what misunderstanding is, it's just called communication or lack of communication. So we have to prioritize your communication. And I mean, we are in what, 2025 right now, and you're still having issues communicating with someone you love. Why is that the problem? Is that person not communicating properly with you, or is it you not communicating properly? But one thing I have come to realize in a long distance relationship is that I am always the one that will be blamed by me, because if I think that there is a communication problem, then I know I am co-creating that problem with my partner. Now I know some people say, well, I'm a good communicator and she or he doesn't like talking, or they are bad communicators. But in some way or form, that person is reflecting you. Now on an individual level, yes, that person has their own issues, but you have to look at it this way. If your partner or your potential partner is not communicating with you, is it possible that it could be that your partner doesn't feel comfortable enough to open up to you, to speak to you, to want to talk to you? So that's why I said it's always about you. You have to figure whether you're making the environment comfortable enough for your partner to open up to you, to be able to communicate it with you freely. Because when that communication isn't right, it's not flowing, there will be a lot of trust issues, because you'll feel like that person is hiding something. And then the mistrust comes in. You don't feel like trusting that person. Then because of that, it's a natural thing. You will start pulling away, or you become demanding. And then the more you do that, is the more you find that your partner will shut down and communication becomes harder. So here's the thing. There are many ways we can do this. One, nearly all of us, if not all of us now in a long distance relationship, has a cell phone. Whether you have an iPhone or an Android phone, it doesn't matter. We have laptops. All these can be used as communication devices. Technology has changed so much. I remember when I was growing up, we did not have cell phones. When I was in my teen years, early 20s, we did not have cell phones. As yet, it wasn't like how it is now. And even in my teen years, the internet wasn't really there. And you know what we had to do? Pen pals. So we had to write letters to someone that we wanted to become friends, which eventually sometimes if it's a good match, could be turned into a relationship. But what I'm trying to say is, with the way technology is now, the quality of the cameras on the phone, the quality of the cameras on even a laptop is so much better now. You have all kind of apps, WhatsApp, you have the iMessage and other programs where all you have to do is download this program onto your cell phone and start talking, video calls. Make that part of your communication. In my relationship, I knew my shortcomings, and I quickly realized the reflection from my fiancée at that time, which is now my wife. I quickly realized that she was reflecting to me the version of me that was very closed. You don't want to speak. You don't want to talk too much. So I took it upon myself. I didn't blame her as per se, but I took it upon myself to try to make the environment very comfortable for her and I to speak. And I also know for me that frequency or consistency makes things better. You get better and better at it. So some people may find it insane, but my fiance and I, we spoke every single day for hours, from the time we got up to the time we went to bed. And even most times, I would say 90% of the time when we went to bed, the phone was still on. We got up in the morning like we were there laying beside each other and say good morning, and conversation starts again. And what I also noticed was she has 2 daughters. And as a result of this constant communication, it allowed us to create this bond, this connection. As children, they saw that consistency was there. It might have been new to them, but they saw the consistency that was there. And they saw that, okay, this person is not going anywhere. But all that was because of regular communication being consistent and not being someone that's very abusive. The other thing too is, when communicating with your partner, you have to be very compassionate and be very understanding. And as a result, because of the consistency, my fiancé and I created this sense of connection where if we were not on the phone with each other, we missed each other. And it made it exciting. Sometimes we would go like 24 hours on the phone. And I know some people right now will be like, that's insane. This communication. When you have a friend or your partner in the house with you, or you're living together, you guys constantly talking. So why being in a long distance relationship could be any different, especially the technology we have now? You have to make it part of it. Use the technology. You have Skype, if it's still around. You have Google Meets. You have Microsoft Teams. You have so many other softwares that you can download onto your PC and communicate with your partner. Now you'll say, what if your partner doesn't have a computer? In my case, that was the issue. She did not have a computer. So we use our cell phones. I was part of her life. She was part of my life. And it felt like we were there. The only thing that was different there was that we couldn't touch each other. There was no physical contact. But because of the constant communication, it allowed us to feel that sense of closeness. So if right now you are in a long distance relationship, or you are contemplating on being in a long distance relationship, I advise you, first, watch my previous video. It will be somewhere on the screen. And secondly, use the technology. Talk to your partner as often as possible. Every minute you get, talk to your partner. Have that sensual communication, that loving communication. Be the love that you are. Express that love. Don't be scared. What you got to do, everybody is talking about there is one life to live, but yet still in that one life to live, they don't want to take risk. And I don't even consider it as risk, because you are in love. You're getting to know that person. So why not just allow that person to get to know you? That is creating the environment for your partner to feel comfortable to talk to you and to want to talk to you and to miss you. And in my relationship now, my wife, we spoke so often, so many times over the phone, video, especially we use WhatsApp. WhatsApp was our best friend every single day. I think the phone companies were wondering what was going on, why those people are speaking on that phone, on those phones so often. That line, that connection from the United States to St. Lucia was constant. So yeah, we spoke a lot, and we made things easier for us. I made things easier for me by doing that. And today we live together and we are still on the phones. As long as it's possible, you are still on the phone. Fortunately for me, that the kind of work that I do allows me to be on my phone whenever I want, as long as I want. So yes, and my wife is here in the house while we go in through the process, applying for that green card. But because of our constant communication, it makes everything easier. So I advise you, dear listeners, get out that phone or your laptop and start communicating with your love. Open yourself up. There are no excuses. No excuses about, I'm not a talker. Yes, you are. Every time you say, I am not, you are. You just got to choose to be. Allow yourself to experience a different version of you. And trust me, you will love it. Just express yourself. Just express yourself. Open up. When you express yourself, it becomes creative. It's like almost like an extension of you goes out there. And with your partner, it causes your partner to be creative and extend his or herself as well. So don't be shy. Don't be scared. Just communicate. Yes, there are a lot of things you'll dislike about your partner. You may see certain things, but everybody knows red flags. We will, that could be a separate video. But what I'm saying, until you open up and express yourself to your partner via video, voice call, whichever works for you guys, you will not know how close and how loving you can be to your partner and how your partner can be to you as well. Remember, it starts with you. It starts with you. So if we have couples watching this video at the same time and you are in a long distance relationship, know that you, meaning each of you, have to communicate better. Express yourself. Use the technology that is available to you to communicate. Everything you do with your partner via video call, voice call, consistently will help you create a better relationship, will help you feel that sense of connection, will help you create that environment whereby you both feel that connection. And like I said, it's always a mirror effect. So you will see the actions and reactions from the partner will indicate to you how well you are doing. If you are being consistent, and if you have been consistent in the communication and you still find that your partner is, from your perspective, that your partner is not being as free or as engaging as possible, then you need to tweak a few things about the way you communicate. See, relationship requires work. It requires consistent effort. And should I just put in it, loving effort? It's all up to you to make it work. Use the technology that is available to you and make it work. Video calls are very important because that person can see you and you can see that person. Every moment you wake up, call your partner. You get a break, lunchtime. If you're working, you get lunch, and that you'll have your lunch at the same time. Or just try to coordinate the times and speak to your partner as often as possible in a day. As often as possible. Make dates, midday, or babes, when can I call you? I'm off for my lunch hour is such and such and such. You have to give your partner your schedule, and your partner has to give you their schedule. And be honest, be authentic. What are you hiding? If you have something to hide, then don't be in the relationship. One life to live. Live it. Be it. Express it. Create it. Love it. That's it. So, thank you for tuning in. Go be the best version of yourself. Communication and good communication, loving communication, is key to the success of your long distance relationship. I did it, you can do it. So on that note, if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe and share this video if you know it will help someone. I'm sure someone out there is in the same position as you or looking for the same answers that you know. And thank you, and see you again.